Hey everyone, it's Alex Martin from Sidewalk Science Center, and I'm here today to talk to you about the upcoming planetary alignment that you have probably been hearing about in a lot of the media, a lot of the news and stuff on Facebook and other places. This is a very misleading thing. We might have actually done a video on this on Facebook way back when, and we're going to be putting out a newsletter as well, but it's supposed to be June 3rd and June 4th. They've been naming, the planets Saturn, Mars, Neptune, Uranus, Jupiter, and Mercury are all going to be in alignment with each other. And if you go outside before the sun rises, you're going to witness this cosmic spectacle of all 6 of these planets lined up across the sky. The media loves to blow this out of proportion. It has no idea what it's talking about when it's talking about planetary alignments. First off, the mere suggestion of a planetary alignment sounds like something big and mystical and special to see. And the truth of this is, no matter where you are on Earth, the planets are always in alignment with each other. A planetary alignment, when we actually talk about it, the popular version of it is seeing all these dots lined up across the sky. And that happens all the time. You can choose any given day of the year, go outside, and you're almost guaranteed to see multiple planets out. On June 3rd and 4th, let's get down to the claim that everyone has been coming to us and saying, hey, have you heard about the planetary alignment? Or are you going to be somewhere with your telescopes to see the planetary alignment? Let's just put this to rest. No, we are not. Personally, I'm going to be driving to Arizona at that time, but even if I wasn't, I wouldn't wake up to see this. And this is, I'm talking as someone who telescopes 250 plus times every single year. I wouldn't wake up to see this planetary alignment. What you are going to have, and this is what you should expect to see in the sky, is the moon, a thin kind of crescent moon, pointing toward the sun, pointing towards sunrise. It's a waning crescent. Then you'll have Mars kind of near that, off away from the lit up part of the moon. So you'll have the moon, you'll have Mars, and then way over to the south, you're going to have Saturn. In between all of that are Uranus, and then on the other side of Mars and the moon is Neptune. You aren't going to see those with your naked eye. They are difficult enough as is, and especially with it being so close to sunrise, any glow of the sun whatsoever, you're not going to see them. Jupiter and Mercury, again, they are going to be so close to the sun that they are going to be mostly in the glare of the sun. Be looking into like the orange yellow part of sunrise, and that's where they're going to be. It's somewhere over there, but you're probably not going to see them because they're going to be drowned out by the rising glow of the sun. The last good time that we actually had a good planetary conjunction was June 22nd, 23rd, and 24th of 2022. I have a video, I'll probably play it over this section right here. This planetary conjunction, you could see 5 bright planets and the moon. It was spectacular. It was something, when it was happening, we were telling people, go and see this. Wake up early and see this. Because you saw Mercury toward the sun, then you saw Venus, and then where the quote unquote Earth would be in the lineup of all the planets, you had the moon, and then Mars was on the other side of the moon, and then there was Jupiter and Saturn. It was really cool to wake up and see those shining bright dots plus the moon in the mix there. It was spectacular. It was worth waking up, cosmologically speaking, to get out there and see it. Since then, all these planetary alignments that you've probably heard about have just been duds. Usually when planetary conjunctions happen, it's just 2 planets, sometimes a third one, but 2 planets coming together in the sky. Jupiter and Saturn are the big famous ones from 2020. And then Jupiter and Venus last year. Those are pretty common. To see 5 lined up in a row and be bright and visible, that's a lot rarer. And almost every time you hear about it in the media, you're not going to see anything. It's not one that's a visible alignment. That's what made the 2022 planetary alignment so special, was the fact that you knew when you went outside, those 5 dots in a line were planets, because something was different about them. They weren't scattered like the stars are. They were 5 bright dots. If you want to know if a planetary alignment is coming and if it's worth waking up for, come to us, or go to an astronomer. There's so many astronomers out there right now who are telling people, don't waste your time. Wake up if you want to see Mars and the moon next to each other. but don't expect much else. You're not going to be wowed. This won't be some big awe-inspiring thing. This isn't the one. This isn't the one to wake up for. Wait, we will tell you when the next one is. There is, we've looked into the future using apps and stuff because all of this is completely predictable. It's not like it just randomly happens. In the year 2040, mark your calendars, set an alarm on your phone. In the year 2040, between the dates of, I believe it's August 21st and September, we'll say 9th or 10th, all 5 visible planets will be joined together in about the space of your fist, stuck out at arm's length. You will see all 5 planets bunched up right there. You'll actually be able to see all 5 dots. And then on September 8th of that year, so about 2 weeks after that conjunction begins or the alignment begins, the moon will join. And it'll just be a thin, waxing crescent moon because they'll be moving away from the sun. But you'll have all 5 planets plus the moon. It'll be a really cool thing. And that is 16 years away. So we have some time to prepare for this. Another cool thing happening in 2040, that's actually the year of the next planetary conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter. Right now, based on our current models, the day that will be happening is November 4th, 2040, and the exact conjunction time at the moment is around 11:30 a.m. ED, or at that point it'll be EST, because we'll be out of time change. Set your alarms for that, because that'll be another cool one. Even cooler about this, and this is, it blows my mind because I didn't notice it the first time I looked this up. November 4th, that conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn will be happening at approximately 11:30 a.m. And then I just happen to be skipping forward a couple hours in the model, and what do I notice? And this is in Florida. What do I notice? There's a partial solar eclipse happening that same day. I noticed that the moon went right across the sun, and I was like, let's back up. And then there it was, like 40% coverage. So the same day that that Jupiter and Saturn will be in conjunction with each other, the closest point of conjunction, I should say, because they'll be visible next to each other for weeks. But that same day that they come their closest will be a partial solar eclipse. Make sure you remember, you heard it here first. You plan 16 years in advance for the planetary conjunction happening in August and September, the planetary conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn happening on November 4th, and the partial solar eclipse happening on November 4th. So I'm gonna leave it there. In a few minutes, or what time is it? It's about 8:34. So in about 1 hour, there's gonna be a bright Starlink train pass, and then the Hubble Space Telescope about 20 minutes later. So I'm gonna go get ready for that. I hope everyone has a great rest of your night, and we will see you on the sidewalk.